So,
Good enough.
we'll see how this is gonna go. We might be in for a little bit of a shorter session. It's alright.
Yeah, all right for you.
I didn't? I'm pretty sure I did.
You, in fact, did not.
I'm pretty sure you forgot when I did, and then I said, "Do you want a few buffs to lock?" And I distinctly remember you saying, "Nah, nerf me instead, 7 times over."
Well, you've only done like 3 at this point, so you've got a lot more to go.
Yeah, don't worry. I have a few
Where's my
more.
bat?
I mean, I wasn't here
No!
for it. That's
No,
just
not the
my
bat, no!
understanding.
Batman, please. Anyway,
Hippity hoppity, your kneecaps are gone.
so yeah,
Ever heard of the Batman Who Laughs?
they say it's a haunting sound. So, one thing I did fuck up with was Nappa's whole thing is that he adds a whole lot of like points to your in your rolls. So Synapse should have gone down a lot earlier. So I'm gonna give Nappa back some health because that's how I roll. Remove his beneficial injuries because this combat is basically over. Okay. So, what happens is Synapse is putting up a very tough, brutal fight. But Nappa just starts breaking things in Synapse, ripping an arm off, punching through his entire torso. Not without loss himself. He's taken organ damage twice, an eye injury, like one of his there's blood coming out of one of his eyes. He's coughing blood. But Synapse eventually is going down. And as he's lying there dying, Nappa is walking over to him, and we're gonna not walk under him. God, I'm so silly. We're doing the limbo!
That's with you.
Dude, the Synapse limbo. God, I'm stupid. Would Synapse have any, I don't know, last acts of defiance, last words or anything? Yeah, we settled on that, and then I realized, fuck, no, we didn't settle on that. That's what you did get. But you would have been broken a lot earlier. You're dying. Yeah, you could Cyberman him if you had the technique. He doesn't know the move! Imagine a Synapse-sized detonation, though. God damn. You don't have him grabbed. Ignore that part. You do not have him grabbed. You're not gonna get nothing from this. For one, you horribly brutalized Nappa. No. Alright, so we're gonna pause here, so we're gonna talk about it. You would have gone down to dying or dead a lot earlier than you did in the actual battle. That's Nappa's whole thing. He fucks with your injury rolls. You have done life suction on him a few times, which I'm counting for your XP. But as most of us, if not all of us, knew, you were gonna die. You were dying. What I'm doing now is asking you if you want like any last defiant act or any. How do you want Synapse to go out, basically? Okay. So, your tail swishes up towards him, or your hand, whichever, but he catches it in his hand. And Alex, you're voicing Nappa. You've been having a much tougher time with this monster than you thought you would.
Not only do you fucking ruin my day, but now you've fucking broken everything you shouldn't have. Well done.
Which is all the things.
Well then, let's send you straight to hell!
And Nappa lifts up his boot, and you know what he was intended to do to Gohan? He actually does to you. And all that's left is a crater underneath where your head used to be, and blood splatter. You know what? I have a thing for this.
What happened?
Now it's just an apple. It's an apple. So,
It was low-key poggers.
even facing death, Synapse would not surrender and try to take him down.
So can you guys hear me?
Yes, hello.
Yeah. I am mildly annoyed purely because I remember last time we ended.
Do you... I get that, I do. Do you understand why?
Yes, but I mean just because I remember last time we realized that we had decided I was on 0 and I had destroyed body, and basically Nappa. Then you were contemplating if Nappa was going to retreat or not.
Yeah.
That's what I remember we ended on.
Okay, so you
then
don't remember.
That
What
is I
happened
remember.
after that? That's not the last.
No, I did not know what did Nappa do something after that, because I thought we ended.
Yeah, I realized that we, during the entire fight, forgot that Nappa has his...
Yeah, that's why I
character
got
bonus
destroyed
thing.
body.
No, you got that legitimately
No.
during the battle.
Yeah, I got destroyed skull. I got fractured skull originally. Then you remembered you forgot to do the thing, and that's when it upgraded to destroyed body.
Alright, so we're gonna stop talking about the... I'm sorry that this happened, but this is how I'm gonna rule it then. Like, we can talk more about it after the session if you'd like. Let's not do it right now, but this is what's happening. Now, I'm going to send you a little bit of a text.
So do I get my TP back or no? Because I wouldn't technically. I guess I technically wouldn't have been able to spend it to do literally fuck all. That would have just died.
Okay, what are we talking about now? What's TP back?
The TP I spent to refresh my technique, which I didn't really get to use because Nappa killed me.
Turning point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I said you got your turning point back last session, didn't I? You and Locke, but
Yeah.
Locke didn't. Yeah, so...
Remember, you have your turning point back, yeah.
Oh. There goes that entire thing of wanting to get the kill on Nappa.
Are you sure?
He's still alive.
Now, I've sent you some things in Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just something
Ugh.
you might want to consider.
Yeah.
Not good enough? Ah, I see. I see how it is.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it's a thing. It's mainly just the... Damn, I was hoping to get to finally kill this fucker this session. There's been
Well.
2 sessions of runbacks.
Hey, my man, I've been staring at this for 3 sessions.
Sorry about that. Shouldn't have been this long. I didn't plan for this fucking encounter to happen, okay? But it did. And that's that. Now, look. You're inside there with Vegeta. You probably have like a monitor or two that's depicting the battle outside. Your base is still not in a great quality, but you should have that at least. Nappa just crushed Synapse's skull under his boot.
I think Nappa at this point would walk into the lab and basically find a place to sit, as you know, he kind of needs to relax a bit after that battle.
I am back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing is, not talking about what happened. I could have killed Nappa much easier if I wanted to.
Why didn't you?
Because I have my transformation, but I only get it once per arc, so I was saving it for Vegeta.
Good news, Vegeta is still alive!
That's the entire reason why I never used it and was saving my turning point, because
I get
I'm
it.
using it for him.
I get it.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I too would want to, like, get us off my chest rather than bubbling it with it. I hope you're okay with the decision and we're good to play on.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good to play. I was mainly just confused.
Yeah, no, that was a big blunder on my part.
Yeah.
But besides, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, because I knew the injury thing happened. I was mainly just confused as to, wait, why am I suddenly dead? That was the confusion bit. I knew I had destroyed body, and then I remembered Nappa was deciding what he was going to do next. It's everything else after that confused me.
For now,
sorted. Yeah, it's done, sorted.
So, anyway, look. Hello. Are you here? Oh, okay. So yeah, Nappa comes inside. He needs a bit of a breather. Vegeta is there. He hasn't said anything yet. Your friend, companion, Michiel is dead outside.
Did one consider Synapse a friend?
I'm just making jokes.
That's why I'm just asking, what Zero if what considered Synapse a friend.
One of the robots transforms and rolls out underneath Nappa's big butt.
That's an odd feature for a chair, for a robot, but I'm not complaining right now.
You ought to phone.
I was gonna say Nappa's fucking kidney showing his internal organs are bruised and cut.
If you're gonna focus on making robots, why don't you make them designed for combat instead?
I'm gonna be honest, depending on how long it takes for Synapse to get to hell and then come back to life, if he can, he'll probably kill that fucking demon guy who originally beat the shit out of him. Depending on how long the line for King Yama is.
Yeah. You also can't beat shit out of anyone without the body to do it. You're used to
Yeah.
Fair enough. Depends on how hell works.
Yeah. Anyway, Vegeta says, I'm gonna go take a nap. Make sure to have that Dragonball locator thing repaired by the time I wake up. I'm just gonna go find somewhere to lie down or probably sleep while sitting up.
Honestly, I think Nappa would do the same, fucking falling asleep in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, being honest, I can't be fully annoyed because I have churros.
Churros? Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
Food makes you happier.
Yeah, I have sugar-covered food. I can't be mad.
And at some point...
There's not enough salt here to be salty about.
And at some point, the other Saiyan also arrives. Yar, me matey! I don't fucking know what voice I gave him, but sure wasn't a fucking pirate's voice.
They're like budget Raditz, I think.
Yes, but actually higher power level than Reddit's, so make of that what you will.
the Reddit if he was a chain smoker.
His power level is at 2.1 Reddits.
Oh, 2.1. That is more than Reddit's. Damn.
That is indeed more than Reddits. Anyway, is Locke planning on deliberately delaying the repair further?
As to be fair, the only person awake is not strong enough to actually threat. Well, he is strong, but it's not like Vegeta level strong, where with a proper power up, you can most likely beat his ass.
Yeah. I'm still proud of the fact I was at least able in base form to tank one barrage blow from a tier 2 Vegeta technique. It knocked me down to half health, but still I tanked one triple hit attack from Vegeta.
There we go. Is it working now?
Yes.
Yes.
I was having some mic problems, that's why I was silent.
Oh,
Yeah, no, the idea was, because of all the ruckus these two are causing outside, I was worrying if that would cause enough, like, vibration to potentially just fuck up the fucking radar, so I would have to spend more time to fix it.
I did double smash Nappa many times,
You
and
can
he
try
did do...
if you want to. Would you describe to me like how you're doing it?
Never mind, the fucking thing's fine.
Huh? Was that for us?
No, some shit just fell off one of my old computers, just landed on my desk.
Oh, okay.
Fucking shit just went everywhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, we didn't hear any impact noise, we just heard you yell fucking shit's fine after what Dart said. So we was like, wait, was that for us, or...?
So you wanna...
Oh, fuck. Shit. Sorry, no, you, my fucking...
Yeah, let's just give him a minute. Let him deal with the thing that fell.
Yep.
Yeah, no, fucking... Apparently something fell on my keyboard and fucking just damn near smashed the spacebar off, so, yeah.
Oof.
But
So,
yeah, no, like, if the explosions outside didn't affect my work, then no, the fucking radar's gonna get done.
Okay, you don't wanna use up... As I understood, you wanted to use the opportunity to impact it or, like, destroy it somehow. Is that not what you're doing?
No, because anything I could have done, it wouldn't work, because if Vegeta was fucking paying attention to me, fucking... You know?
Very clever.
Yeah, so to be fair, Vegeta is now asleep. Nappa's asleep. You've only got the other guy.
Hi,
in
guy.
the room.
Sup? Yeah. Who is...
Hey buddy, can you go take a long walk off a short pier? Into the sun? That'd be great.
Ha! Funny guy. So this guy comes in, just checking what you're doing. This guy has always, like, disrespected your nerd hobbies, because you were clearly... I mean, you and Sai were clearly the weakest of the Saiyans at the time. If you remember, I think your power level was, like, 400. So this guy just comes in, leans on your head with, like, his elbow, like you're just some object to lean against. Whereas Nappa can be amused by you. Vegeta can see a use for you. This guy is different in that he's just 100% blatant disrespect towards you. Has always been.
So high school jock versus class nerd.
Basically.
Insecure high school jock in the same room as Vegeta and Nappa. So yeah, he's not... These are
So
the
this-
these are the high school jocks. This guy is the guy that want to impress on the high school jocks and have some clout. So he bullies. He used to bully Locke and Sarah as often as he could.
So the bully's hype man.
Yeah. So this guy just leans on Locke. Nice. So you're not done with that thing yet?
No, and you're in my light.
Am I? That doesn't seem so hard. Let me see that, he says, and he grabs at it.
You know what?
You know, sure, go ahead, by all means. Feel free to even break it. I'm sure Vegeta will love that.
He's pausing and is looking at you because you're not fucking wrong. And he knows Vegeta wants this. Roll me diplomacy with 2 free rerolls.
Bruh.
I
my...
honestly thought Locke was just gonna let him do it because then Locke had a valid excuse. Fucker touched it.
The way I understand it is that this was never broken, just disassembled so you could see how it works. And if you wanted to put it back together in a haste, you actually could, much faster than this.
Correct. Locke is more or less taking his time, but he's not going to take so long that it's horribly inconvenient. So, what was it? Diplomacy?
Yeah, diplomacy, no specific... Actually... Yeah, we're gonna do assertiveness.
Yeah.
And you have 2 free rerolls.
Yeah. So basically, long enough to be beneficial, but not so long that Vegeta's gonna be questioning that you're stalling.
Yeah. I mean, he wanna fuck with Locke, he doesn't wanna fuck with Vegeta.
I am more or less going to be like, yeah, no, go ahead, do it.
That is why he has 2 free rerolls. Because he...
Yep. Hold on.
Holding on.
Yeah. Also, actually, I guess I'll ask you, Dart. Should I keep the nerfs and everything I have on Synapse sheet? Because I'm pretty sure when I revive, I won't have any of the injuries anyway.
Yeah, no, you're normally revived
Nerfs?
with perfect health, yeah.
Nerfs, you mean injuries?
Yeah, basically all the shit I have that's giving me negative.
Injuries
Not
and burnouts
from
can be
being me.
removed.
Okay.
Did you have anything else? Like, whatever, you should be back at normal functioning form whenever you do revive.
Yeah, literally all I had was...
Ooh! Look at this roll. 2 free rerolls. Okay. So... Okay. 17, 20. Additionally, I want you to roll a D100. High is good for you, low is bad for you. Okay, good.
I'm gonna just take off everything, because like, it doesn't matter, I'm dead. So I might as well just have all my stuff at full for whenever I need it.
And I just told Yay that no, we never use D100s in this game. So.
Liar.
The DM lied as easily as he killed you.
Shut up or I'll make you roll a D100.
He also nerfs you just...
Damn, I rolled that D100 and got higher.
You said
Damn!
the system doesn't use 100s. Use.
Yeah, me as a lying DM, I use whatever. Alright, so look, roll a D27.
It's roll 20, so fuck it, that works.
Yes, it does work. Oh no, 25 is like the 3rd worst, only after 14 and 4.
Yeah. Also, Terra, since you were not here, I'll give you a demonstration of what the fuckery that was Synapse before he died. This is just a punch of mine. With my full stat.
Yeah, when he's really powered up.
Well, not fully powered up. This is just me when I don't have injury at my base form. That's just a standard punch. Well, a fully charged up standard punch, but still. I hurt. I hurt a lot.
Yeah, Synapse also got a bit beefier. So,
yeah, basically with the when stuff got updated, Locke got nerfed down, Synapse became Doomsday.
So, the reason I wanted you to roll this is because, I mean, these fucking Saiyans, they're dumb as shit. They have no idea what you're doing with this Dragon Radar. So, the roll was gonna be, if it's low, it's actually functional enough that when he touches it, he actually would have turned it on. But it doesn't. It turns on, but you haven't connected the screen yet. It functions, like it takes half a minute and you can just see where Dragon Balls are if there are any. But he accidentally clicks, he looks at it, makes a noise, but it's still just black because you haven't connected the screen cable in the back. And he looks
The whole
at you.
screen just falls out.
Boing.
I just look at him like, oh no, broke it.
Yeah, he thinks that he messed it up. Like, he doesn't know how easy of a fix this actually is for you. Just whatever, puts it down at the table. Looking forward to see what Vegeta's gonna do with you if it's not done in time, though. Don't go blaming me, asshole.
Oh, I'm blaming you, alright.
As just a camera just looks down at him.
Yeah, literally, like, he doesn't notice it, but on one of the monitors, it was just a closed image of this man holding it and the screen falling out.
Literally caught in 4K.
Yeah, caught in 4K.
Fucking 4K ray tracing enabled footage of him being a fucking idiot.
RTX enabled.
Whatever, just get it done. And he's gonna go to another room and grumble.
Give him some Legos. This man seems like a guy that would be distracted by Legos.
On a different monitor, I'm gonna say that you turn into the news, because why not, right? You have multiple
I
monitors.
mean, yeah, it's on one of the screens.
Yeah. You can see what Nappa and Gorad's little enjoyment walk out on Earth has been like, and it's exactly as you think. Destruction, carnage, cities razed, armies demolished, tanks, fighter planes. They just had fun destroying, wrecking all this shit, as you could have imagined. And they're reporting on, like, the horrors of these attackers that came from space. They don't know what to call them, they don't know what's going on, but it seems like the world is doomed. They cannot mount any sort of resistance to them. Oh yeah, Synapse is still out in the desert, I guess.
Like, I'm just confirming where I die. Basically. So I'm still in the
and where
car
you're gonna
when that happens.
resurrect.
Yeah, but that's basically what so, was I just kind of just stepped on and left there?
Yeah, more or less.
I'm also slowly losing my mind because my fucking spacebar is 1/3 broken.
Oof.
So if I click in the middle or on the left, it's fine. If I click on the right, where I mainly click, nothing happens.
Oof.
Wrong Synapse is dragged to an outside shed.
And here's the question: would Locke want what he will know to be a revived and incredibly pissed Synapse in his shed, or is it just a utility shed he never uses, so it's okay?
I was going to say, Locke would get in communication with Bulma since Vegeta's gone to take a nap, Nappa is napping,
Mm-hmm.
and Gorod has fucked off grumbling, and I'm sitting here slowly hoping that he's grumbling, complaining, walks into the room where Vegeta's trying to sleep, and wakes him up.
That's just a funeral.
Because that would be funny. Like grumbling, opens the door, sees Vegeta.
I feel like
Fuck. Slowly closes the door.
I don't know why, but I feel like if that happened and Vegeta kicked his ass, Locke's having that on video, and he's uploading it to YouTube, to GodTube.
Oh no, the worst part would be he would do that. He would try to slowly close the door, Locke clicks a button, the door slams to wake up Vegeta.
Gora did it!
Correct, because because the door would disappear and Gorod would be on the other side of it with Vegeta Blossom.
Then I just want Vegeta to do a Fred Flintstone. Gorod! Though that's very uncharacteristic of him. Now, you're gonna open a link to Bulma.
Pretty much the equivalent of, like, I send a text.
I'd imagine that's something capable. They have flying cars and robots. I imagine they have cell phones.
Not until, like,
They also have...
Super and shit, because cell phones wasn't much of a thing when Toriyama drew the manga.
Mm-hmm.
They have comlinks where you can see each other, but they don't have internet. Deal with it.
I'm sorry, there's no internet in Dragon Ball. I gotta fucking go.
I mean,
no, I'm
it
gonna
became
go
a thing in like
invent the internet.
Super, and I'm pretty sure they used it in like the Fighter C game. But that's all technology that originally wasn't there. Anyway,
That's because all the series is.
I know. I used the same logic for like Star Wars when I DM'd that. I have certain things like you cannot wirelessly hack anything like you can with modern technology because that was never a thing. You always had to like, in those cases it was R2, plug into things and physically be there. The second of the newer movies had a very cool like hacking little subplot that I liked.
To be fair, in modern day, most highly secure stuff isn't connected to the internet because you kind of realized,
but
if it actually needs to be there, it's more secure.
Yeah, but in Star Wars, nothing is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no.
You can't just. That's
Anyway.
not like a Star Wars theme thing. Anyway, you can send
You
her a
can't-
call though. If you send her a text, you're
Voicemail.
not super sure. I mean, you can send her a text through a computer. You're not super sure she's gonna get it immediately. But if you send her a voice call, you're sure she's gonna get it immediately. Science doesn't have Namekian hearings either, but.
I mean, they were in the other man's grumbling off in a fucking different part of the fucking factory.
Yeah,
Hmm?
and I mean, Locke could just. I mean, if it's in
Yeah, no,
Locke's
I
room,
like.
just go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
no, well, no, I was gonna say, Locke, like, in his chair, like, turns around, sees Napper in the other chair, just, like, fucking half dead asleep.
But here's the thing: if the door is open, Nappa's in a robot chair, and he's
Yeah, no, the
Oh,
fucking,
and
we just watch this, like, Napper in the robot chair, it just goes to another room.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay.
Nappa's just in a robot chair that can move, and he's in coma. He's in injury coma sleep.
You're gonna go to another room, okay?
He's moving Nappa to another room, and he's sleeping off his injury, and he's in a robot chair
Okay.
that can move.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much the only one in the area at the moment.
Okay.
And I will more or less make a quick call to Bulma.
Hello? She picks up. Batman?
Batman.
Where is she? Oh, she's on the phone. Put Pumpkin on the phone. No, kidding. It's Locke. Synapse is dead. You're gonna have to bring him back alongside Kakarot and Sara. Sorry, Goku.
Oh. Okay. Wait a minute. Krillin and the others told me you turned. And you're on the Saiyan side now. I get the feeling Piccolo wasn't convinced by that. So,
Yeah, I'll be on their side if they win. Otherwise, more of a neutral party.
great.
To put it simply, if you win, great. If you lose, well, I have a fucking way to survive.
Where is Synapse?
Let me. He's like, because I'm assuming that's like a video call, so I looks over one of his other monitors in one of my outpost sheds.
He's gonna resurrect where his body is, so okay. I've been keeping a look on the Dragon Balls for a while now. The moment they turn back, I will summon Shenron and wish for it. Now!
You better, because Vegeta's having me remake this thing. Holds up the Dragon Radar.
Yay.
And with that, as a slight warning, Locke will end the call.
I want you to roll stealth.
Haha, I'm fucked.
Would he have any rerolls considering he is the only person in the room?
1. Actually, here's the thing. Is he 100% he is?
Yes, because I have monitors and
Damn
robots
it.
everywhere.
Yeah, you are the only person in the room. roll stealth. No specialty on this one, but one reroll.
Come on.
Hey, you
Well.
can roll the 2. Ah!
Oh no, 9. Okay, this is not as good anymore. Why
It's
can't
not
I
the
see my
word.
mouse cursor anymore? What the fuck happened? Why can't I see my
I
mouse
don't-
cursor?
I don't know.
Oh,
I've
I have
never-
a 48.
I've never seen this problem before. Where I can't see my mouse cursor.
This is bad luck.
Locks
See,
goes-
that wasn't actually my one. That was actually your one.
You need to actually go down
Locks
with
go-
a cat cursor to chase the mouse out and leave it on your pillow in the morning.
I'm just messing. I'm literally just have a fucking lock in my hand that I'm messing with,
Okay.
and it's really bad. Like literally one lockpick and just
Let him go.
wriggling.
Jesus.
Jesus.
You just Rack will just reach through the monitor and stole Lock, and he's just using his stress toy.
Just wait till I'm at Devastating 10. You're fucked.
Oh, okay.
I just realized I'm making
So-
off my note for the strike. Damn.
Look.
Yeah,
The
you hear a
door...
knock on the door.
No, it's opened. There's no knock.
Fair.
And on the other side is your favorite gigantic bald Saiyan. Well, gigantic is, you know, we have Sarah. Favorite somewhat big bald Saiyan.
Hey, who the fuck were you talking with? And also, where's your fridge? The first question. Yeah. Answer the first one first.
Huh. Some of the other things on this planet, but I'll let them know one of their strongest fighters has just been turned to, well... Give me a second. Opens up the fucking, well... I was gonna say the internet, but no, not quite. He pretty much just starts to look up like, yes. A
Why-
moldy watermelon.
But why did you
Close his
talk
book.
about Kakarot and Sarah then? As he most likely walks up to your desk and, you know, looks at you.
They're the other two strongest people that were on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't have a question more to that. I will be keeping an eye on you from... Well, first I need my food. Then,
Yes.
I will be keeping
Look
an
like-
eye on you for now.
And I.
Look like pulls out his chair a bit, leans down, opens a fucking like a little mini fridge. Yeah, take this beer.
Pooped.
It's just
And
like
went up to his
it's
room
just
and
take this
shouted
beer,
into
but
his
it's like a
pillow.
full like 6-pack. Actually, no, it would be like
I'd
when
go
you go
back.
6-pack, it'll probably be like a full case of like 24.
Heat tap. Doesn't look too bad.
I'm pretty sure he has an energy drink.
Either or.
It's
I
the
feel like
alcoholic
it's a beer.
version.
It's the alcoholic version. Heat tap.
Yeah, no, you
alcohol.
realize these things have been resealed. Locke has made these personally.
Huh.
As for
Any-
the actual fridge full of food in it, I wouldn't recommend it. Vegeta's currently in there trying to nap.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Give me
As he
a
most
moment.
likely.
Sorry, I've been trying to this whole mouse cursor bullshit. What exactly did he say in response to Kakarot and Sarah?
He asked him why he would refer to them and all that.
Yes. What was the response to that?
Because they're the other
That they were-
strongest people on the planet.
Other people that were on the planet.
Yeah. It's like basically like yeah, you've lost a lot of your strong fighters. Like you lost these guys and now you've lost this guy.
I would want a diplomacy guile roll from you. Nappa gets to contend that with his skill dice. It is unlearned and wrong specialty.
Oh, that might not be good.
Ford is 16.
What does the Nappa get?
2d8.
To the 8. Let's see how well this goes.
Nope.
Okay then.
He
Good
believes
job.
you.
Good job, Locke.
Very good.
You know what? I can imagine Nappa at this point. Is there any entertainment on this planet at all?
Can I introduce you to Crunchyroll?
Shows
gonna say-
Nappa TV.
I mean,
I was
TV
gonna say-
exists.
I was gonna say, besides the food and the bug you just squashed, all we got is this like Locke like fucking pretty much like puts his hand on one of the monitors, just moves it like over touchscreen style, puts on another screen, presses a button on a remote, and it starts playing just whatever just random TV shit. Just hands Nappa the fucking like a remote.
No,
Try
my
not
brain,
to break this.
No, my brain has one of two routes. Either Nappa's gonna get hooked on soap operas, or he's gonna get hooked on wrestling. Those are the only two that make sense to my brain.
Oh god, I can just imagine Nappa sits down, finds the wrestling channel, it's just, they're weak. Though, it's kind of entertaining.
Oh yeah,
I will
they're not
continue.
actually fighting; they're just putting on a show.
Kind of disappointing. Though.
Then introduce him to MMA.
I was about to
MMA.
say, like, if you wanted to see people actually, if you wanted to see Earthlings beat the shit out of each other, next channel. It's just full on MMA.
No, next channel is the live broadcast of the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Meanwhile, I imagine Locke looks to the side and has the monitor of a Synapse body that's been taken to quote-unquote safety, that he just, while Nappa is looking away, no roll needed, just clicks away the monitor so it focuses on something else.
He looks at Synapse's corpse. He can still feel the amount of hatred bottled up in that being.
It's
Even
why is it
in
bubbling.
Synapse's body is too angry to calm. Even in death, death cannot calm him.
Nah, the robots are just covering it with like random like farming tools or whatever else was around, like just random rocks, and, like bags of fertilizer, some rakes.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain Locke is consigned that he is going to lose a shed when Synapse comes back. Like, it's gone.
You know what?
Correct.
I think
Why do you
this...
think we put it? Yeah, this is why I put him one of the outside ones.
No, I think actually Nappa would enjoy wrestling more because he knows they're weak. He knows this is weaklings fighting. So at least the entertaining one, the one that is a bit more elaborate, more... You know, it's theater. It's basically fighting theater. But, you know, at least it's entertaining. You know it's fake. You know they're not actually fighting properly, but at least it's entertaining. And it's Japanese wrestling.
Introduces him to fucking Jumanji with The Rock.
Yeah.
I would not do that to you. I would not do that to Nappa.
I find them fun.
I think he's basically browsing on his own at this point after, you know, figuring out the controls. He's just browsing on his own. It's just, you know what? Wrestling is entertaining. It's fake, but, you know, fighting theater is at least entertaining.
Nappa sees The Rock and thinks he would look better in a mustache.
Now he sees The Rock and thinks, I should get into show business. And that is how a Bridge Nappa came to be.
So, anyway, Jay, how are you doing?
I'm vibing. I'm here. What's up?
Excellent. I was thinking of introducing your character if you're up for it.
Yeah.
I shall be back.
So-
I'm going to go toilet.
I'm gonna send you just a wee little bit of info.
Okay.
Where the fuck?
Come on down and perish? I don't know about that.
I wonder if they're gonna do a Frieza and literally count how many arms they rip off you.
Probably.
A little over green.
Exactly. I am quite tiny.
No, I think he's just appropriately little green. From now on and forever, he's little green.
Yeah, I am smaller than Dende, though.
you're the same height as Dende.
I'm pretty sure I would be a size category smaller.
No, small is.
I'm-
I don't think he's tiny.
No, because remember, Punky is short and he is roughly the same height as Gohan, and Dende is also roughly the same height as Gohan. Therefore, this full-grown Namekian is smaller than all three of them.
Like, I'm definitely smaller than Pumpkin. We had that discussion.
So, boy, you're pretty short.
He's pretty small.
He is tiny green.
I'm a tiny green man. I'm not gonna use my voice, but
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of what voice you're gonna use. That's gonna be great.
I'm honestly probably just gonna keep my normal voice. I'm not really good at making voices.
I was gonna say, do a Hercule impression.
I could do a good Mariuri voice back in the day, but that killed him. That could make my voice hurt a horse for a fucking while.
You could have this voice for Kazoo.
Hey there.
I am the one who does not need the gun. This is the voice.
Well, hello. Bulma, is it?
Imagine needing a voice pod to do this shit. I'm out. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, that... Okay.
Annoyingly,
So-
this is literally the only other voice I can do.
Okay.
I like making different voices.
Anyway, so gonna make him disappear. Gonna make that disappear. This one can move over here. So over in Capsule Corp, Krillin, Pumpkin, which is basically Gohan, and Gohan, which is basically Gohan, is watching TV, seeing the destructions the Saiyans are creating on this Earth. They're a little bit lamenting, but they have to wait until their friend Goku is back, and to a lesser extent
Cell
Sarah.
Saga. It's the Cell Saga again.
Sure, it is. Piccolo is sitting in a corner, arms
Brooding.
folded, and yes, he's Piccolo-ing. Bulma was on the phone, and she comes into the room saying that Synapse died, and apparently Locke isn't 100% a traitor, I guess. It's fine. They can resurrect everyone. Krillin is just freaking out a little bit. Piccolo is Piccolo-ing in the corner. Suddenly you hear suddenly there's a thump heard from the other room as something was just brought into existence about a meter up. And fell down. Huh? Bulma walks over there, and Krillin stands up. Wait, Bulma! It might be something dangerous. I'll go check it out. So Krillin runs around the corner and looks into the kitchen room, and he sees
Somebody
Okay.
shorter than him.
yes. Jay, take it over.
Okay, hold on. Question: am I in like a pod or anything? Like my pod just happened to land here? Did I like poof into existence?
Oh no, you're teleported.
Okay, that's what I thought. So the first thing I see is Krillin.
Yeah.
Great start.
Well, first thing you see is a kitchen, I guess, but yeah, then Krillin.
Right.
So from your point of view, a rather large bald man.
Hey there, buddy. How's it going?
And he looks towards you. Fine? So, you're not one of the Saiyans.
Nope.
Ah.
I am saying hello though, so you know, hi.
Hi! And Bulma comes into the room by shoving Krillin out of the way. Don't keep me in suspense! What's going on? Okay, who are you?
Oh, my name's Kazoo.
Hi, Kazoo. Nice to meet you. And then she sees your forehead. Oh, wow. Are you like Piccolo?
I don't know who that is.
She means Namekian.
Oh, yeah, I'm a Namekian. Yeah.
I would know that now that Vegeta mentioned it.
And you see two other kids, Punky and
I am back.
Gohan. Welcome back. Along with one rather big Namekian fellow with a turban. Now what's this? And at this point in the series, Bulma is still afraid of Piccolo. So she hides behind the Krillin.
Oh, you must be this Piccolo they mentioned. I am also a Namekian, as you can see.
Sure. Why are you here?
The world was in danger, so the Grand Kai sent me. And, wait a minute, where is he? I was sent with someone else, but I don't know where he ended up.
Someone else? Another Namekian?
No, he's a Saiyan, I think. We were training together.
The whole room gasps at once. Ha! 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 Alright,
How many
4
is that
gasps
now?
and a grunt.
Let's see. Goku, Raditz, Sarah, Love.
No. Player character, but I forgot his name. It's a.
I'm just counting
Sorry?
how many Saiyans it's been.
A lot of Saiyans. It's a super. It's not a Super Saiyan.
Lock, Vegeta.
It's not even a Super Saiyan bargain sale. It's a Saiyan bargain sale.
So far, I'm up to 8.
Very good. Bro is up there somewhere.
Technically 9 if we count the half Saiyan.
Cool. We have 2 half Saiyans. Anyway, you were sent here with a Saiyan.
Yes.
And here to save the planet.
I'm gonna help. We're just trainees after all.
Right. And at this point in the story, Piccolo has not fused with Kami, so he has no idea what the Kai or Grand Kai is. But he also hasn't seen another Namekian other than, himself. Or his older self.
Yeah, aside from Kami.
What? Wow! He says, go on and steps forward. You look like a smaller Mr. Piccolo.
Kind of looks down at himself, looks up at Piccolo. I mean, I suppose you would say that, but I feel like I'm a bit more different. I mean, I've got this fin on my head, and
Boing.
Would you call it a head crest?
We're not quite the same. I think it's a little insulting to consider us the same just because our skin is green.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that was simply a fact. I do not actually take offense.
Gohan realizes he has racial stereotypes.
He totally does.
Gohan realizes he's part of the problem.
One day he'll be the Great Saiyaman, but not yet.
You will be the Great Saiyaman one day.
Anyhow,
So
that
what,
was
the
quite the
steps-
astute observation. However, yes, the Grand Kai said Earth was in danger and that we could help. I thought it would be nice.
Grand Kai, you keep saying that. That's some other
Yes.
Namekian.
No. Some
Okay.
other race I'm not sure the name of. I just call him the Grand Kai, and I have for a while.
Well, guys, what's the problem? We just got a new ally, says Bulma. But Piccolo being Piccolo, he does his best Piccolo impression and doesn't trust you right off the bat. Again, early Piccolo.
It's Piccolo. It's expected of Piccolo.
He's doing quite a good Piccolo right now. Also, Piccolo can sense your power level, and he has sensed the Vegeta's and Nappa's powers, so he's not super thrilled, like, yeah, we're saved!
No, yeah.
A tiny green midget!
Wow.
It's like 1600, which is like nothing.
I mean, you're potentially currently either the second highest or highest power level on the planet. No, you're the second highest because Pumpkin technically exists.
So you're not here in regards to the Dragon Balls, then?
I don't know what those are.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Is that why the Earth is in danger? Have the Dragon Balls gone missing?
No.
I'll find them.
No, we have them.
Oh, good.
It's just whenever things happen and show up, people show up, it's usually in regards to Dragon Balls. So my experience has taught me.
I mean, some of my training has been Dragon Balls, like across the Earth, across the ground. I mean, not Earth. I wasn't on Earth. That was a different planet. But
well, says Krillin, we're gonna use the Dragon Balls to bring back our friends, but the Saiyans, they're the ones attacking this planet. If they attack again, especially before we can resurrect them, we're gonna need all the help we can get. Hope we can trust you. Try that again. Hope we can trust in you when that time comes.
yeah, if it's anything like fighting my buddy, it shouldn't be too bad.
Great. And all right. So out of character, we can roleplay a little bit more, but the next story step, I think I'm gonna wait for next session. The final use of the Dragon Balls, a thing I need both you and Elfinator for, and I mean we might even bring back Synapse unless Bulma conveniently forgets. She won't. What a dick move! No, she won't.
Not.
No, it was just speaking ass.
Let's bring back everyone except that big fucking robot.
He's an android. No, well, he's a biological.
We've established that they're racist, so...
Yes.
Wow!
No one is more of a racist than Shenron. Don't worry about it. He won't judge.
Yeah.
That sounds contradictory, man. He's no bigger racist. He will not judge that. That's pretty contradictory, man.
We've not met Frieza yet.
Oh yeah, true. The truest racist.
Monkeys and sludges. Or instruments, really. Really? I thought we were demon. Nah, more slug people.
Yeah,
we're
there's
demons again.
There's slug people named after instruments, or at least Piccolo's family is named after
They can be named after actual slugs or whatever those creatures are called.
Any soft-bodied creatures, any slugs,
Yeah,
just any type of
I'm
slug.
not sure if it's any mollusk like octopus, but slug, worm, maggot, things like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like one of my friends that didn't understand the reference of nail. Add an S to the front of his name.
Nails?
Yeah, snail.
Yeah.
Nail, snail.
Yeah.
No, see, the plot twist, there was another Namekian we never met, his name was Hammer.
Oh, if you put an S in front of his name, you get Shiz name. I'm very confused.
What's Dende?
I think Dende is like a pun in regards for Japanese.
Yeah, like
So
D-E-N-D is used for like green and nature related things. His name probably is just green.
Dendenmushi is another Japanese word for snail.
Oh, there it
Yeah.
is.
That's probably it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Dende. Yeah, Den Mushi. Dende. Yeah, most likely that reference.
So we are playing Saturday then.
Yeah. I a bit more proper, bigger session. Hope we all can be there. And I don't have like a big plan for how to fucking nix Pumpkin, but I kind of have to nix Pumpkin somehow.
If Pumpkin's mom's at Capsule Corp, we could mention we saw his dad, and Pumpkin did get beaten up a bit, and his mom could just simply say, "No, I don't want him fighting his father."
Otherwise, I'll just NPC him and use him as Piccolo. Like, any like player that would leave the game and have their characters around, I will basically have them like Piccolo or fucking Tenshin Han Yamcha, whatever. They're gonna be a fighter, but nowhere near as relevant anymore. Like, Piccolo has 2 points in the story where he's relevant again for very, very brief moments of time.
Getting to Namek and fusing with Kami.
Fusing with Nail and fusing with Kami.
Yeah,
in the story, he's relevant for like a couple of chapters, then he's irrelevant again for the rest of eternity.
It's like, so when's Piccolo useful again? When he goes to fight Frieza and when he goes to fight Android 17.
He loses both.
And I guess so, but...
These are the points I see him... Yeah, these are the points that happen. He's like, he gets to Namek, fuses with Nail, fights Frieza, gets thing no longer relevant after he fights Frieza for a bit. But that's... Kami fights 17.
That's sort of how I'm gonna use Pumpkin if he survives. Like, he has peaked. Like, Gohan hasn't peaked. Gohan is gonna... I mean, depending on what you guys do in the story, more or less develop as Gohan did. But, yeah, he wasn't a big thing until late Android Saga anyway. But Pumpkin is sort of similar. He has peaked. He's not gonna be super helpful as he would if he was a player character.
Yeah, like, Pumpkin might return later if his schedule gets better, but for now, it's like, no.
Same with Synapse. If you left the game, I would have Synapse around, but he would be like another Piccolo. He might get 1 or 2 cool scenes, but otherwise, he's never gonna be the guy that does cool shit anymore if he was an NPC.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, it might be possible for him to join more often if we did, like, makeup sessions at some point during the week.
Yeah,
but then some days off in the middle.
Yeah, but then Gay can't join.
Yeah, it's the issue of now we have... It's the issue of we have people who can't...
from school, because I work as a teacher.
Yeah.
And I do anything during the week, basically.
Welcome to the club, though I am a teaching assistant.
But anyway, hope you guys were alright with a little bit of a shorter session.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, next session we're definitely online for Sarah being alive again. Sorry it's taken so long. I can't just say no when players want to do things.
Yeah, it's like quite I am sorry that I dragged out the Nappa thing, but it's like I wanted to fight Nappa, and Nappa left, so we had to go and fight him again.
If he gets resurrected and everything goes well, you might still go and take Nappa. You might actually properly consume him. Because I'm gonna give all of you some XP, and you get to spend some of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say this. Synapse is showing up. He's not fully getting person. He's fully transforming, bitch slapping Nappa to oblivion, then he's going to fight Vegeta. Because last I checked, Nappa's at 0 HP. And has like every damage state except for 9.
Yeah.
And then
anyway, ending recording here anyway. And
if Nappa even gets enough health where he's no longer at damage state 10, the moment I hit him with a dangerous technique, he's getting damage state 10. And then